Hello guys, so welcome to the part 2 of the servlet. So if you haven't seen the part 1, I recommend you to go and see the part 1 because I'm doing the continuation, because in here I'm going to do connecting this to the database and inserting the data into the database. Okay, so let's start this. So in the previous video what we have done this, we have just accepted the request and we have just shown it in the servlet, accepting the request, and has given the response to it. So now I'm going to connect this to the database. So we have two files, index.xml as well as regis.java. So while connecting to the database, we have to create it. So in XAMPP, you have to open XAMPP, start the Apache, just to fully load, then only you have to start the MySql, because I'm going to do it in MySql database. You can do it in any other database. So here I'm using MySql. So you have to click this MySql. Our server is already running. So now it started. Now I'm going to the admin page of this MySql. Click this admin, so it will take us to the PHPMyAdmin page, database, where I'm going to create a table. Okay, so in this table I'm going to create a new table. So I will create it here itself. Okay, here itself I'm going to create a new table. So in this table, in this I'm going to, how many columns are needed? I think it's 3 columns. So we need only 3 columns. So I'm just giving the table name as regis, regis. Okay, then the first name is name 1, name itself I will give. The second one is age, and the third one is course. So this one is text, age is integer, the course one is text. Okay, so everything is done. Now I have to click save. Only 3 columns is needed. Okay, so I have added 3 columns. You can see this inside this regis. Okay, I've added 3 columns: name, age, as well as course. Okay, and now we are going to insert the data into this. For that we can go back to the code. So in this code, what we are going to do is just like the previous thing. We are going to connect it, register to the driver, as I have done a video for that. You can see that how we can register and connect to the database. So we have to add the connector, MySql connector. So as I have said, we are adding those things inside this library. So click this library, right click, and add jar folder. Okay, then you might have already downloaded MySql connector Java for this, or else you can download it, MySql connector Java 8.0.26. I have done a video on that, how we can download this thing. Then click open. Okay, so now we are adding this connector. Okay, now the connector is successfully added. Now we are going for the code. So in this code part, what I'm going to do is we have to put that inside try and catch block. It's same as what we have done in the previous database. Exception I'm going to give e dot print stack trace. So first, what are we going to do? We are going to register it. Class.forName of com.mysql.jdbc.driver. Okay, for different databases it will be different. You can see that in the official website. Now here we have registered it. Now we are going to connect it to the database. For connect we need connection. Okay, connection, I'm going to give c equal to what is it? We cannot use new keyword, driver manager. Okay, driver manager dot get connection. This is the syntax for connection. Now we're going to give the database this. So jdbc mysql, then double quotes, then we are giving it localhost and the port number. Localhost port number is 3306 by default. Then we are closing it. No, before that we have to add the database name. So which database are we using? The name of the database, let's see it in the Chrome. So here the database name is test. Okay, so you can give the test. You can create a new database. I have already created one, and inside that I have created the table. Okay, so test, then closing it, and by I have given the username as root and password is null. You can see the in the US it will be different, so you can give that thing. So I'm going to import these things, driver manager also. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to insert the data. No, so for insertion we are needed create what is needed. In the previous video I have told for insertion we need a statement. So I'm going to prepare a statement, then I'm going to insert it. Okay, so for that we are using prepared statement. PS I'm going to give is equal to, from this connection I'm going to prepare the statement. Okay, this is the syntax. So the SQL syntax I'm going to give is select star from the table name. Table name is regis. Okay, you can see the table name here. My table name is regis. Okay, I'm giving the same one and closing the brackets. Okay, so the thing is done. Now we have to see, okay, let's see, give it here like out.println. Why I'm giving this, I have to just check whether the connection is successful or not. If yes, it will display connected. Okay, so I'm just giving it like that, then only I will go to this prepare statement. Let's see whether it is working. Okay, so you have to save this and let's go to the index page. Then I'm going to run this. Just run it from the index HTML page, don't run it from that another one. So here I'm giving name is equal to Jack Harris, age is equal to 34, course is equal to, I'm just giving like this. Click. It is showing connected. That means our database connection is successful. There is no error in that. Now as we have prepared the statement, we are going to insert the data into the database. So the syntax is, as I have said, I have prepared a statement. No, it's not select star from register. I'm really sorry, because we are preparing a statement for inserting the data into the database. So we have to give that particular syntax. So insert into the table name. Okay, regis. So the values are which all things, like values of three parameters, three variables are 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, name as well as course. So 3 question marks. So this is how we will write this. So I have prepared the statement. Now I'm going to insert the data. So I have to set the string in which all locations it should insert. So first one is name, second one is age, third one is course. So ps dot set string. Okay, set string is for setting the data, get string is for retrieving the data. In the first location I'm going to say the name one. Okay, now same wise I'm going to give it for the rest string. In the second location I'm going to store the age, and in the third location I'm going to codes. It's correct. Okay, so I have set everything. Now you should not forget this, we are executing the statement. Okay, so execute update. Okay, execute update is used for like inserting, if we are using selecting, or we can deleting. For those things we have to use execute update. Okay, so I think these things are done. Now let's see whether it is working. We have to save it, go back to the index.xml. Your database should be running. For that you have to go to this and you have to turn this on, or else it will not work. Go to XML and then click the name, then Kia, I'm giving Kia 43, then course BTech. Okay, I'm clicking next. Okay, it's saying everything it is connected. Let's see whether it is inserted in the database. So for that, click the browse once again. Yes, the data is inserted. So name, age, course, the data is successfully inserted. Okay, so this is how we do insertion of data into the database.